Bobby Jones, Ben Hogan, and many others, I wanted to key in on all who have won a major championship and how they overcame adversity on their way to victory. Some, as we know, were one-hit wonders. You look at players like the late Tom Weiskopf, who was one of the most talented golfers in history, yet won only one major. Were they satisfied with that success and became too complacent with their place in history? Did their hunger to be at the top of the game disappear with the influx of prize money? Perhaps it was luck, but that is the residue of design. In my era with Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer, we played for legacy and growing the game around the world. Money came, but that was not the focus other than earning a living. Superstar is a term that is used too loosely today. In my opinion, to reach true superstardom, you must win at least 6 majors or complete the career Grand Slam. Those who have achieved this feat have that it factor. But what is it? Discovering it became my mission. When Randy Williams approached me to co-author a book about the major championships, I knew it would be a monumental undertaking, as golf has such a storied history. But as a student of the game, dissecting the historic wins of my heroes like Bobby Locke, the battles waged between my contemporaries like Jack, Arnold, Tom Watson, and Lee Trevino, and the triumphs of today's stars like Rory McIlroy, would help complete my golf education, though there are many secrets left to uncover. This book certainly brings back fond memories, reconciles disasters, and uncovers how players handle themselves on golf's biggest stages, courses that have stood the test of time. There are triumphs, comebacks, heartbreaks, the value of longevity, and more. From my own personal experiences and observations of tournaments held before and after my playing career, this book will reveal the steps each player took to etch their name in golf's history. So many of these tournaments came down to a final putt made under immense pressure. My hope is that this book inspires and informs listeners about the battles we have witnessed over the years on the links. Golf is a generational game, and I am pleased to share this with you. Gary Player. You can win all the tournaments you want, but the majors are what you're remembered for. It's how you're measured as a champion in our sport. The majors are where it's at. Tiger Woods. There is golf, tournament golf, and then there is championship golf. Bobby Jones. I've said many times that a good player can win a golf tournament, but great players win major championships. When you think of the majors, you think of the greatest tournaments in the world. Arnold Palmer. I think a major championship is the pinnacle of our sport. Rory McIlroy. The major championships are the events in which you can compare golfers of yesterday with golfers of today, the only really true measurement. Jack Nicklaus. It is precisely because they represent the summit of the game. The majors present the greatest challenge and the greatest glory the sport has to offer. Gary Player. Introduction. There it is. From some of the history's greatest players, you see how the 4 tournaments known as the majors, and collectively as the Grand Slam, the Masters, the PGA Championship, the U.S. Open, and the Open, are the absolute pinnacle of golf, often determined by just one stroke after 72 holes of play. These are competitions played at a level of pressure guaranteed to test the nerve of even the game's very best. As you will see throughout this book, quite often it is simply just one swing, one good or bad break, that is often the difference between a lifetime of happy memories or reliving a haunting moment of what if. These are undoubtedly the world's toughest tournaments and the most sought-after prize, often taking years of failure to learn how to win, and most never do. After writing a bestseller from an insider's perspective about the Super Bowl with Hall of Famer Jerry Rice, 50 Years, 50 Moments, the most unforgettable plays in Super Bowl history, I came away believing players in the National Football League were about the most competitive athletes on the planet. And they are. But the intensity of golf's greatest players and their drive to success in the summit events of their sport has been a real eye-opener. When I approached the legendary Gary Player to co-write this book with me, I got a quick education about the ferocity and drive